Hello and welcome again to Easy Way School of Real Estate. My name is Arlindo Machado and I will continue bringing math problems to help you pass the state exam and get your real estate license. Today we're going to talk about net listing. This is a subject that sometimes confuses us and we don't understand, and then we're going to try here to make it as simple as possible. So here is the scenario. Let's say a seller comes to you and he says, look, I want to sell my property and I want to net $200,000. Let's put it here. He wants to net $200,000. What that means is this: after paying commission and after closing cost, seller wants to put in his pocket $200,000. Now the question is, if he wants to cash $200,000, for how much you need to sell it for? And that's what you need to do the calculation. Now we need to do here a reverse math, because we know how to calculate a commission, and let's use this moment here to talk a little bit about that. Let's say you sold the property for $300,000. That is your sales price. That is your sales price, $300,000. To calculate your commission and the net that goes to the seller is easy. Let's say you have a 6% commission. So you're going to calculate 6% commission and subtract it from the sales price. So 6% commission will be 6 times 3 will be $18,000. That's going to be your commission. That you will subtract from the $300,000. That is going to give $282,000. And assuming that the closing cost was $5,000. And that is going to give me $277,000. Now, I want to bring this to you so you won't make a mistake that everybody makes. Everybody try to calculate a commission based on the net. And this is what I say in class to my students. And I make them repeat exactly 10 times. So my commission comes from the sales price. My commission comes from the sales price. If you remember that, you're never going to try to calculate your commission over the net, because net is how much money the seller will take home. So let's assume that the commission will be 6% and the closing cost will be $5,000. Now remember that all this information will be on your question. It's going to show you the net, it's going to show you the commission, it's going to show you the closing cost. Now, this is what you need to do. If he's going to net, I'm going to go on reverse. So, $200,000 is the net after taking $5,000. So if I subtract here to get the net, then I'm going to add $5,000 here. And I'm going to get $205. Right? Because after we subtract $5,000, then the seller will get the $2,000. So to get to my sales price, I'm going to add to net $5,000, which is the closing cost. Now I have $205. Now let's understand this. The sales price is 100% of the sale. That's 100. And you need to subtract your 6%, which is your commission. That will be 94% before closing cost. So that means that 205 is 94% of my sales price. And my sales price I don't know. But I know that 205 is 94% of this. So what do I have to do? Very simple. I get 205 and I will divide it by 94%. Now, we're going to put this here, 205 divided by 94%. We have 218 85 10 cents. 85 and 10 cents. So this is my sales price. So your question is, if the seller wants to net 200,000, the commission will be 6%, and the closing cost is $5,000, how much does he have to sell it for? If you do this math, you're gonna get to this number. Now, let me tell you one thing. You want to make sure that you get to the correct number. You already know how to do it like this. So we're gonna get the number that you found, and we do it in the right way to see if we get 200,000. That's the best way to do it, because then you make sure that the number you found is the correct number. So now let's go here, and then we're gonna put 218, 0.85, and 10, and we multiply by 6%. So we go here, that will be times 6%. It's gonna give me 13,085 and 10. I will subtract this from 218 minus 218,085.10. It's going to give me 2,005. Now we subtracted the closing cost, which is $5,000, and we got to a net of $200,000. Now by doing this, you make sure that this number is correct. You come from sales price minus 6% minus closing cost, give you the $200,000. Good luck with the test. If you have any question, get in contact with us. Thank you for watching.